So I think this is the final unit. But counting is hard, so I put it wrong. Very ominous, isn't it? Yeah, that's really just a warning to say, stand well back. There's any secrets? Pursue Makron to inner chamber. I don't know if there's any goodies. I think there is. You could please stop. That would be lovely. Fella. We do have invuln. Okay. Alright. That's a thing that happened.
Computer update.
Oh, I did not mean I
Computer update.
I genuinely don't know why I meant to do that. I meant to hit 5, not No, I meant to hit 9, not F9. No. Cannot shoot them. Just help now. So we'll make a save up here. We don't want to bat around with that all the time. they're coming from over there. They come from the opposite corner. So special. Oh, I did not mean a fuck's sake. I'm so fucking special. Unbelievable. You know what? I want to... I guess we can use this. Epic boss battle, I think. I do approve of the glowy pink gun effect. Very good. Anything else down here? Oh, I can use machine gun, I guess. I guess. Oh wait, I can just restart level.
Computer update.
Wait, no. Yeah, there we go. The final showdown. Da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What I think we'll do is we'll save all that power up for another time. It's exciting, isn't it? I have to go so wide now. So close to the pillar. Took me out of my room. Fuck's sake. Balls. I should have just healed. Just trying to figure out which is the best order to do things in. Wait, where's my quick save? My auto save gone? Oh, okay. want to do is disable that. I've got 4 cells. Obviously, I'm then vulnerable to BFG, but
Computer updated.
Oh, was it good? Did what all those other losers couldn't. Leaving room for a sequel. / expansion. This is a tune. Yeah, that was very good. I enjoyed that. Thank you for the go-go. Ah, Samuel Villarreal, who did Doom 64. the what should we call it? The lost levels. Very easy. Easier than Quake for sure. And easier than Duke Nukem 3D on hard as well, I think. And way, 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 way easier than Doom. And Doom 2. And the Ultimate Doom. And Final Doom. I would be interested in comparing it with the original. Given the there are the differences between them. John Cash. I wonder how many times people made reference to his name. At least Donna Jackson gets a proper title in these credits. I think she's still at it, isn't she? These are the credits for what we've got coming up. I am going to jump straight to the expansion, just like I did with Quake. Should have had this music at my wedding. Whenever I see Sonic Mayhem, I always want to say, sort of the musical act, Sonic, oh, I've gone blank. Oh, is it Sonic Kid? My mind has gone completely blank. Sonic Mayhem does sound like it. Yeah, they would have made it, but for Sonic Mayhem already existing. Sega didn't want to risk a lawsuit, obviously. Maintain that Christian Whitehead's strongest work is with the Sonic franchise. Based on all of the work of his that I've seen. Zenimax Media. Tim Beggs is a very good bassist. No, Nick Beggs. Nick Beggs is a very good bassist. I need to get more sleep. My brain is fried. Being part of a publisher's community team must be a pretty miserable existence. most times. Roddy Cologne. Pretty sure I did know someone though whose second name was Colon. And let's face it, your brain is not going to the punctuation character, is it? It's going the digestive route when you see that written down. Big Johnny Foster. Dawn Ear. Why do I recognize that name? Bobby Colon has a good ring to it. It does. Donnie Walker. Bet people are always coming up to him asking for a shit whisking. The joke being it's not Johnny Walker. I'm not a whiskey drinker, so I don't know if Johnny Walker's actually good. Released an album called... Pop artists still even release albums? I thought they just churned out shit to go on Spotify. 2.5 minutes at a time. Sorry, am I jaded? Boyd Beasley. I think there's certain names that you don't want to alliterate, and I feel like Boyd Beasley is one of them. Do you reckon Kimberly Hernandez is misspelled? Do you reckon they missed the R out? I want to know. I want to find out. I want to track them down and ask, how do you spell your name? How furious would you be? Even if you are like way in the back end of the publisher. You had no direct involvement in the game. I'd still be fuming. Because someone had to give the name over and make sure it was accurate. And then someone had to actually input it. And then presumably someone checked it. And it fell through the cracks. But I mean, I don't know, it could be a non-standard spelling of a legitimate. But I would be absolutely livid. Especially when there's a lot of like Polish names and Nick Van Hartersveld. Like that got spelled correctly. You know Jeffrey Trezor's nickname is Jezza Trezor. These people work hard on these video games. Here I am, just taking the piss out of their names. They all did very well. Now, of course, the one thing I can't appreciate is how good the port is. Because I've never played the original, so I have to just assume it's excellent. I mean, obviously, technically it worked really, really well. It looks amazing. And I can see that there's a bunch of quality of life things in there. Not that I think it was essential that they were there, but it was like nice. There were times where I was like, well, you know, I could figure this out, but I don't want to expend the brain power, so I'll just use the compass, for example. And autosaves, like, I'm always going to appreciate those between levels. But I would be really curious to see how it's different from the original. Obviously, I don't think it was the same deal with Quake, was it? Quake was just a basically just the same game put on the cake. I like how St. John Anthony has the pronunciation of his first name as his nickname. St. John Anthony. I always think some parents, if you're gonna name your kid St. John, you're very correct, right? You're too middle class for your own good. Like, not even upper class posh people would do that. How many senior business intelligence analysts do they want to have? I've not seen any intelligence analysts. They can't all be senior. I work in an AI company that employs so many data scientists. I still could not tell you what data science is and what data scientists do. It's well paid, that's all I know. Big Johnny Lord. I actually do think it would be quite interesting working in finance at a publisher or a developer. Or just in media production in general. I think that would be quite interesting. I imagine it's infuriating doing it at Netflix. Looking at the budgets they have for some of their things. It's like, how much fucking money are we spending here? That side of it I'd be less interested in, but the figuring out how much profit stuff makes, unlike Netflix, would be interesting. Obviously for games it's a lot more straightforward. And apart from actually, no, you'll get some I don't know, I guess your Game Pass revenue will still be attributable to individual games, wouldn't it? Shell Cool. A name trying to make up for the fact that they work in HR. Travel administrator. I mean, I used to just book all my own travel. That way I could get the points from my credit card. Rebecca with a K is always an interesting one. I've seen Rebecca spelt with K's like that and an H at the end. Which I think it's just a little bit greedy. Too many letters. Corey spelled Korre. That's really odd. Trip. That's such an American name. No one in Europe has ever been called Trip. I don't think it does not. There can't be that many British people called Lance. Or Zachary. They'd always be called Zach. How many times a day do you think Do and Goo has to spell his name? Or her name? Their name? Daniel with a J? That is out there. Never seen that before. It could be a typo. I mean, they are next to each other, but I'm willing to say it's a legit name. Now we need to play RE2 remake at some point. That needs to happen. Not just because I want the Porsche win of shooting his hat off his head, but obviously I want to shoot his hat off his head. It's not fucking catering. Did Simi and Shirkov really have much to do in 2023 in Russia? Johnny Bryant used to work on PSM2 magazine. Is it the same guy? Probably is. It would be quite the coincidence if it was two separate people. Like working in the same industry in pretty similar like spaces within that industry. I've decided I do not want to work in finance for any company that's listed in the US because it's fucking hideous. The reporting that they make you do and like the really explicit controls that you have to do in a really specific way, it's just so annoying. Have we run out of music? We have run out of music. Just put another track on the end. I'll never understand that. Do they just not expect anyone to watch all of this? I mean, this is also scrolling fairly slow, so they could also increase the scroll speed. ZeniMax Nintendo Entertainment System Europe. Wow, even the contractors get on the credits. As a contractor myself, I probably wouldn't want to be on the credits. Just in case anything goes wrong. Always trying to distance myself from things I've done, just in case. Not that I think I'm incompetent at my work. Jesus. I'm guessing the original credits were about 8 seconds long. It was like 6 people. Kimberly Bender got her name spelled correctly. Not a massive amount of localization needed. So I imagine the like the radio comms in the middle of like in the middle of the levels. I'm imagining they didn't get subtitled for other languages. I think we made it.